All done. All done cutting the lawn. So the new house I'm at, it's a small house, but there's a good little chunk of property here, and a lot of grass to cut. I was used to the woods previously, right? So here, there's lots of lawn. I'm just in the backyard right now. There's a whole front yard, which is actually filled in. This is a little rocky, little empty. Actually, there was some new dirt put down over here, and some new grass, which is growing in really well. All right, this was all bald, so this finally came up. We had lots of rain, which is fantastic. Started growing pretty good. It's a little scarce over here, but more seed will go down in the future. But this is getting cut, you know. So the reason I'm making this video, it's just a quick video, and this is really just a message to maybe some of the younger viewers, because if you're older, you kind of get this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not preaching to anyone out there. I'm just telling you my experience, right? That's the whole thing I do on YouTube, is just sharing my experiences. So I worked 8 days straight, full time. Getting home from work, I do my YouTube thing and basically go to bed. I don't have a whole lot of free time right now, right? But I choose to do that because I enjoy YouTube quite a bit. But after 8 days straight, today was my one day off, and the grass needed to be cut, so I cut it, you know. And I'm not looking for a pat on the back. I'm not looking for, hey, congratulations, welcome to, you know, the adult world. But what I want to tell everyone watching is to be prideful. Be proud of what you have. You do not have to have a lot. You don't need a mansion. You don't need a, you know, really expensive, cool car. Whatever car you have, keep it clean. You know, keep it maintained. Be proud of that car. Whatever house you have, be proud of what you have. Doesn't matter if you own it, you're renting it, you have a mortgage, you know, the bank owns it, which most people, you know, the bank owns your stuff until, you know, eventually you pay it off. But this goes for everything in life. You know, your clothes, whatever. It doesn't matter how expensive it is. It doesn't matter how nice it is. What matters is how you maintain it, right? So the very last thing that I wanted to do on my one day off after 8 days straight was come out and do yard work. I didn't want to break out the lawnmower and fill it with gas. I didn't want to, because I have a push mower. I didn't want to, well, it's self-propelled. The issue is that because it's rocky and stuff, I have to mostly use it as a push motor because I have to kind of, you know, lift it up over some of the rocks. But, you know, breaking out the weed whacker, getting new string on there. I mean, all this stuff, right? And the leaf blower to blow off the driveway because I have all the shrapnel everywhere. It's really the last thing in the world I want to do. I want to sit back, maybe crack open a beer or a soda or something, put on a movie, and just finally relax. And I will, maybe later. Maybe I'll put on a movie or something. But the point, again, is to be proud of what you have. And that's why I'm out here. I'm doing something that I really don't want to do because, you know what? Now that I'm done, I'm dripping sweat. Hold on, maybe I can show you that. Hang on. All right, so there I am. I mean, I'm pouring. It's hot out here. But I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. And now that I'm all done and I'm extra tired, it feels good. There's a feeling that, I mean, women can experience this too, but it's mostly men. You know, when you just do something you just didn't want to do, but you accomplished it, and when you finally plop in your seat or plop on your couch, you have a feeling of accomplishment. You have something that you just really, really appreciate. And you know you did the right thing. You know, it sucked. A lot of stuff that we do in life just sucks. But you don't just want to get through it. You don't want to half-ass it. You want to just do it right the first time and feel good about it, you know? So now that I'm done, I can finally relax. I have less time to relax, but I'm cool with that because I'm proud of what I did. That's the whole point. So I just, again, wanted to kind of make this video for the younger crowd watching because I know it's really easy to be lazy. You know what I mean? It's really easy to just, you know, hang around, play video games, you know, snack, and just chill out inside. But you got to get outside. You got to do things because that's what life is about. You're not going to be able to just sit around all the time. And I think what ends up happening, especially with teenagers, is you get pampered because your parents love you. You know, they want to make you happy, so they let you be lazy. But then all of a sudden, the real world hits you, and it's like a ton of bricks. You're just not expecting. You're not used to it, you know? And it's not everyone. There's plenty of families out there that, you know, they raise their kids to understand work and all that kind of stuff. But so that's the point I just wanted to make real quick is, you know, I'm proud of this place that I have right now, and I want it to look nice. And that's why I'm spending my little bit of free time doing that. My wife is inside busting her ass cleaning the house. You know what I mean? It's not even dirty, but she's maintaining it. You know, she's dusting and cleaning and, you know, doing the stove and the countertops and all the stuff and vacuuming, you know? I mean, we're kind of a traditional family. Like, I don't mind cleaning, and she doesn't mind coming out and doing some yard work, but generally speaking, I'm the guy who takes out the garbage. You know, she's the one who, you know, does all the kitchen stuff, you know? We love to cook together sometimes. I think that's awesome. But, you know, we fill these different roles and we just get stuff done. But the point is, it's not always fun. It's not fun to wash dishes. It's really fun to sit on your couch or, you know, be on the computer or look on your phone and know that your kitchen's clean. You know, it's not fun for most people to, you know, cut the lawn. But that satisfaction you get when you're done, I'll tell you, it's worth it. It really is worth it. Just be prideful. No matter how much you have or how little you have, just own it and appreciate it, and just understand that no matter how little you have, someone has less. And no matter how much cool stuff you have, someone has way more cool stuff, way more expensive stuff. It's always going to be that way. You know, don't chase the stuff. Everyone's guilty of it. Everyone wants cool toys. I know you watch the channel and you're like, oh, wow, this knife is awesome. I wish I can get that really expensive knife or that really cool piece of gear. Or maybe you watch the gun channels. You're like, oh, man, I really want that custom AR that's $4,000, whatever. And if it brings you joy, cool, get it, you know. But don't, like, make that your life. You know what I mean? I love stuff. I'll admit that. I absolutely love stuff. I love cool cars. I love, you know, all the gear. But the older I get, the more I just really appreciate the little stuff. This just being done. Finally, I'm sweating my ass off. I'm going to go inside, take a nice cool shower, put on some clean clothes, and then plop on the couch. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't do anything today, if I said, screw it, maybe I'll do it next week. Every day when I come home from work, I'm going to look at that crappy lawn and it's going to make me feel bad. It's going to make me feel negative, right? So there's lots of ups and downs in life. There's lots of positive stuff and negative stuff. But when you put in the time and effort, it sucks while you're doing it. It really does. But you know you're doing it for a purpose. You're setting out a goal that you're going to accomplish. And when you accomplish goals, you feel good about yourself. The whole day's better. You know what I mean? No matter what happens the rest of the day, knowing that this stuff's done now, I'm just going to feel better. I'm going to be in a good mood. And if you're in a good mood more than you're in a bad mood, you live a happy life. So there you go. So just a little bit of advice. But again, I'm not preaching, you know, there's plenty of people watching this video that work way harder than me. There's people who don't do anything. But I'm just telling the people who don't do anything, you know, sometimes it feels good to do something. That's all. So get out there and do something.